Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Convo. Today we'll be discussing the 5th issue of Max Landis Superman, American Alien. I'm sort of Batman. So as you noticed, we're standing on this episode, so we're trying something new, see if we can get the energy flowing a little differently. So if you see us that we're not actually sitting down, we're standing up. So
and now you can see which one of us is taller.
A little bit. I'm a little tall. But hey, guys, welcome. We're here. We're back talking about Max Landis's little run that he has with DC about doing the Superman storyline, which we kind of took a break from, but now we're coming back to it. And we picked up where we last left off. But actually, what I like about this series is that it doesn't always go one next to the other. These are certain moments in his in Superman's life or Clark's life that mean something to his journey. So we pick up in this issue called Eagle, which I guess is like the first time. Well, he says in the comic that he's been doing it for 6 months, but this is like the first time that he's actually a hero. Like he has the Batman cape, which I thought was cool. Like he's wearing the Batman cape. He has the little goggles, the flight goggles on. And so basically that's what the story, that's what I got out of it, is like this is a pivotal moment in his life because it's the first time that he's actually being a hero and doing what he feels he should be doing because of the powers that he has. He even mentions it numerous times with Lois, with his mom, where he's like, you know, I want to do this. I feel good helping people. You know, he tells Lois like, you know, maybe he just wants to do the right thing. And that seemed to be the core of this issue, which I liked a lot. I liked at the end where, you know, he's kind of doubting if he should even be a hero. You know, he's like, you know, dealing with being a celebrity and dealing with all this like crazy stuff. Like maybe Superman shouldn't be that guy. And she's like, no, we need that. We need Superman to be. And that, to me, that was the one line from that whole issue that was important, because she was like, we need a guy to believe in. We need a guy to look up at the sky and say he's the good in the world. That with everything else that's happening in Metropolis, he's the guy that stands for truth, justice, and not being infallible, but just meaning good. Like you look at that character and you know that he's the ultimate good Samaritan. And that's what I thought I liked about, as far as like the theme of the comic was that. What'd you think? What'd you think of the?
I like this. I mean, like I said, they're establishing his character. They established his character where he's still in the beginning phase of his journey. You know what I'm saying? He's still trying to figure out him. I mean, he doesn't have the costume yet.
Yeah.
He's still
he doesn't even have the name. Like they call him Skyman. Skyman. He doesn't do any interviews, so they're like, we don't know what to call him.
Yeah, so that's gonna be, you know, I like this whole journey where he's going on. I mean, right now, like Max Landis said, he's focusing on the Clark Kent comic book. You know what I'm saying? Like this is about Clark Kent. You know, figuring out like what's his identity gonna be, aside from just being Clark Kent. He's like, I could just be Clark Kent, or I could go ahead and do something with these powers and be, you know, Superman. You know.
Yeah.
So I like that. I like the journey that he's going with this and stuff, and like the whole approach and stuff. Like you see him, he's like up on the roof. He's a regular guy. He's talking about like, damn, they put too much onions in the food and stuff. You know?
Yeah.
So I like that. I like.
And Landis does that a lot. Like he tries to censor the character, where it's like, yeah, he's a larger than life character, but he has those moments where it's like, no, I mean, he's a regular dude still. Mm-hmm. You know, he has these powers, but he's still just some normal
dude. He's on the phone
with
his mom and his dad, and telling him I'm fine. You know, I'm good. So I like that. I like what this character, you know, like the whole journey that is happening and stuff. And also, this is like this issue. I like this particular issue because it's like his first kind of battle with his first super villain, which was interesting because it wasn't a complete super villain. Like they kind of established at the end of the issue that he had flaws. So even the villains are still trying to find their balance. You know, saying like, how do we contend with this guy and stuff. So it's interesting and stuff to see that.
And I like that whole kind of his first interaction with the law, because usually, if you look at Batman versus Superman, there's always this kind of like, well, what should he be doing? You know, there's a lot of like the law kind of going against Superman. And in this issue, you kind of saw the law looking at him and being like, well, yeah, we have to use you. Mm-hmm. He's like, somebody get this guy a mic piece, you know, get him an earpiece. Let's see if he can help us stop this guy, because he obviously wants to help people.
Yeah, I mean, he's a different character from Batman. Batman, he just does what he wants to do, and if the SWAT
He
is
works in the
there,
shadows, so it's like people
Yeah.
were less likely to work with Batman because they're like, he's a shadowy figure. He looks evil. Superman works in the daytime mostly, or at least that's where they portray in the comic. He's more friendly. There's more about him that's more inviting for the police to be like, hey, why don't you join our squad for this once to fight whoever the hell this is that we're fighting.
And he's not arrogant either, because the guy asks him, "Are you as strong as they say you are?" and stuff, and he's like, "I don't know, like, you know."
Is anybody as strong as the people say they are? And again, it goes back to those little moments that make so much of the difference, because you're right. When you have that line in a comic or in a character, again, it diffuses the defense of a cop, or in that sense that SWAT team, because they're like, all right, this dude's making fun of himself. He's kind of a easygoing guy. We can kind of trust him a little bit.
And he's humble. I mean, that's what it comes back down to. He's humble at the end of the day, because if he would have been like some other characters, like who has superpowers, they would have been very arrogant. But like,
I got
listen,
this.
I could listen. I don't even need you guys.
Exactly.
Like, the best thing for you guys to do is just stay out my way.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
So.
And that's another thing too, where you have this character who goes against what everybody's saying, or not goes against, but like I felt like he's good, but he's not goody two shoes, which everybody calls Superman.
Yeah.
It could have easily been Superman gets down there and is like, "Hi, what seems to be the problem?" "Duh, don't worry, citizen, I have it from here." It's like, no, he got there. He asks how he can help. He's just a good person, a good-natured person who's not overboard or over the top good.
I mean, even Lois was asking, "What's his angle?" And
What's his angle?
What's his angle? He's like, does he have to have an angle? Can he just be a good person who just has time on his hands, so wants to do the right things? So it's interesting, like, seeing that, like, this is like one of the few superheroes that's out there in this world that's uniquely different, which is funny because he's like the archetype of all superheroes. And you know, I mean, he's doing his thing, trying to find his way and stuff. And you know, when you got his villains, which is main villain, they really, now they kind of just put them at odds ends with each other.
Oh, I love that scene. Yeah, so the scene with Lex Luthor I thought was great, because not only did it show again the kind of naivety of Clark being a first time hero, but it showed the power that Lex has to go toe to toe with a person like that. He doesn't need. He even said, he's like, this whole time I'm thinking you wanted to conquer the world, you wanted to like he's thinking all this like ruler emperor type stuff, and then he's like, but now I see you're just an idiot. Like, you're just doing this for fun, or you have no idea why you're doing this. And he's like, now I know I'm stronger than you. I don't need to be physically stronger, but now I know I'm mentally stronger than you. And that's like, boom, that's the battle that Luthor and Clark have, or Superman have all the time. It's like Superman tries to play it by the book, so he can't technically just do what he wants to Lex. Yeah, and Lex has so much clout that if Superman were to go through the law, Lex has even told him, he's like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna tell on me? I'll spit it on you. Yeah. You broke into my, place. So I love that scene. I thought that was like the right angle for Lex Luthor, the right angle for Clark. What'd you think about that scene?
I thought it was good. I liked the banter back and forth between the two characters. I thought that was interesting and stuff. It's like I said, now Superman is like, I like at the end of it when he went ahead.
Oh, he rebuilt.
He remodeled his window and stuff, and he let him know it's like, it's on.
He's like, I'll be seeing you around, your friend Superman.
Yeah.
But that's a great way to showcase the start of that rivalry.
And that I like the fact that Lex gave him the name.
He gave him Superman.
Yeah, he said, saying,
I thought you were some type of Superman, but you didn't do it.
And he actually called himself that at the end. So now he's got his name. That's good.
And I like Parasite. Obviously, I think you talked about that, but I like that was kind of the main villain of that comic, or at least as his first villain, because it shows like it's a big gigantic monster, but at the same time, it converts back to that guy. Like, I always felt, and I always thought about where they went wrong with Superman is like, you have to kind of look at Superman as the champion, like a gladiator. He's the guy that's going to take on the big bullies. And you need to showcase that, because that's really where he shines. He shines in two ways. He shines in helping people, and he shines in, they're like, the reason he's sent to Earth is to fight these metahumans. So you have to show him not in a grandiose way where he's like fighting and the whole city's destroyed and there's like destruction. No, you just got to show that this is a gladiator. This is the guy who's going to be there to fight the villains that maybe a Batman, maybe the police, maybe these regular humans can't fight. So I love the fact that they had Parasite be the first villain and not be this over destructive person. And again with Lex, I thought that whole Lex thing was pretty good. But overall, another good issue. I think, Landis definitely Max is definitely hitting on some key notes on what makes Superman special and what makes Clark's journey special. And this was another issue that I was like, yeah, this is a great mark in this timeline that he's creating. They call it the Landis verse.
The Landis verse.
The Landis universe. But yeah, I thought it was good. I can't wait to see the next issue. Yeah, I mean, if you guys have not seen it or read it yet, definitely check it out. It's been out for a while now, but I'm pretty sure you can go to any comic book store. They probably still have it. I'm pretty sure
they're bundling it up.
They'll bundle it up eventually. They'll have a paperback or I think they call it what is it, graphic? I forget what they call when they combine it, but I'm sure you'll find it. Even if that hasn't come out yet, I'm sure you can find it. But thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out another episode of ours. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, comment, let us know what you thought about the issue or any other comics that you want us to talk about. And, you can follow us on Twitter at @combo_convo. Yes, I got it. I finally got it. Many times, if you check the other episodes, it's really hard for me to say that. But thanks for watching. And as we always say, we'll see you later.